1. Leaving the archipelago, I wept inside, but kept a map. Haptic, sensory, smells of the jetty at night. Wavelets lap, rhythmic below the boards, sea-splashed pylons, salt glint of shells in damp nets spread to dry. Memory's sanctuary. Full moon suspended tangerine on black. Reef colonies, pelagic fish, their secret life I long to share again, if only I were well, could still breathe underwater. An ill storm made me a chronic castaway. Mainland ways feel harsh, hurried, loud. New hazards loom, fresh diagnoses plot my body chart. No rock pools to break my falls, only hard ground. 2. The Abrolhos were my haven. There, escape was a species of healing. Existence among spare vegetation, resilient creatures was enough, I thought. Seduced by island time, blind to the reciprocity of ocean life, misreading it as simple. Past the coastal edge, on land sea's ecotone, those outliers are heirs of a wilderness. Once my refuge, now it keeps me at bay. Morning reefs, seabirds wheel, flutter, fearlessly dive down to the abyss which teems with fish restlessly darting through marine canyons. I crave their aqueous existence, world without end, or at least without sickness. 3. Desk-bound. Unfolding the island map, I wrote the island's walkways, caves, from memory. Taboo places, explored, that beckoned, drew me into a time fissure where sequence slipped in the mist beat between a single thought and its breath. I was tranced and enchanted by the liminal where my worlds overlapped. In reverie's flow I followed desire paths to lost boundaries, faint clues, thresholds. Once again sundial shadows unspooled, wind veins reversed. My vital signs and symptoms, tracking an ever-present prognosis, were banished, and I transcended all pain. 4. I have grown so tired of translating scans, acronyms, ambiguous calligraphies, doctors' prescriptions, of onshore culture, its addiction to data. There were times on the islands, which are one evolutionary step above sandbanks, visitors obsessed by taxonomies would list their catch like solemn train spotters: trout, rainbow, coral, dewfish, bullchin, groper. Quote dates, times, reefs, islands, wallaby, Easter, Pelset. We colonise the wild with language, chronic claimants of all natural things which don't belong to us, and once thrived undivided by our borders, coordinates, isobars. 5. In shallow shoal waters, the silent dance of complex cross-species symbiosis sustaining microscopic life would seem surreal to us if bare eyes could see it. Mobile bright algae housed inside polyps of sessile coral rise sunwards to sip light, photosynthesize and feed their host, which, being animal, can't make energy. All flourishing is mutual. A far cry from these islands' haunting history. How Batavia, the Dutch Navy's proud flagship on her maiden voyage, laden with spoils, 330 souls, devilry and greed, was foiled by darkness, a reef foundered and sank. 6. Blue coral grew over her lost cannons, rotten timbers colonized as habitat by sea creatures bound in life-death-life cycles. Mostly death. The climate's wounds are fatal. Algae threatened by heating shallows flee the reefs, taking all colour with them. Or violent storms drag them from their hosts, helpless against such harm. Fade is their only verb. Although I have no cure, and can never go back, words keep my sanctuary alive, and now I have even more need of it than before. I read its memory map, wondering what we could change if we knew the ruin of continuing to live as we do.